Let me ask you something honestly. If you lose your job tomorrow, do you actually know who you are in the job market? I mean, actually, your identity. Because here's a shocking reality from recent workforce data, which I've come across. 84% of Indian professionals say they are not ready to switch jobs, yet 72% are actively applying for fresh jobs right now. And think about that. People are scared, people feel unprepared, but they are still applying out of fear, not confidence. So this isn't just a job crisis anymore. This is a job identity crisis. And I mean, currently, hiring is lower. I mean, we all are very much aware of this fact. And this is, although a global phenomenon, but yes, even in India, we're experiencing the same. Competition is brutal. And AI is continuously filtering resumes before humans even see that. And the most dangerous part in this entire chain of events is nearly half of applicants have no idea how to stand out anymore. So the real question is, are jobs disappearing? And here, the real question is, are you becoming irrelevant in this new job market? So stay with me because in the next few minutes, I will break down what's really happening, why it feels so confusing, and how to survive and win, or maybe what's the next strategy for searching jobs in 2026. So from here, everywhere I look, I hear the same story. I have heard professionals saying that I have experience, but I'm not getting any callbacks of all the applications which I have submitted. I have heard people saying I'm applying daily, but nothing is moving. I have heard professionals saying I don't hate my job, but I'm terrified of losing it. And if you feel this way, you are not weak. You are living through the most confusing job market India has ever seen. And on paper, the fact is jobs exist. But in reality, confidence is collapsing. People want change but don't know where they fit anymore. Which is their space, which competency, which is skill. And that's why this feels heavier than a normal slowdown. Because when you lose clarity about your career, you start losing confidence in you. So our first point of coherence and of high attention is the confidence, and that needs to be how to approach that. So let us look at the contradictions again, at least on the confidence part, because see most people feel unprepared to switch jobs, but most people are still applying. And if this is the case, why it is happening? It is happening because many professionals don't know what they actually offer anymore. Degrees feel outdated, job titles feel vague, and experience feels invisible. So either you are not just a developer, you are not just a manager, you are not just a graduate, you are someone who solves specific problems in specific situations with a specific results. But the market no longer rewards generic labels. It rewards clarity. If you can't clearly explain what you do, who you help or assist, or it's a reform, and how you create the impact which you actually bring in, the system moves on. So this is our number one subset. Number two is AI is your first, advantage, right? Now, in order to do that, here's the uncomfortable truth: most rejections today are not personal; they are automated. Because what is happening is before a human ever sees your resume, AI systems scan it in seconds. And they don't care about effort or loyalty or hardworking team player. And those are things which are just becoming redundant. What they care more about is the kind of and the quantum of skills, the keywords used, the proof of results. And that's why 5 years of experience does not help. I mean, passionate professional does not work. But when you are placing as a sentence, reduced cost by 22% using automation, scaled a system used by 1 million users, and this is what is going to survive AI, right? It will be survived by an AI. Most people are not failing interviews. They are failing before the interview exists. So this is number two. Number three is, see, competition has gone global. I mean, we all know because of the reason and because of technology. I think earlier the competition was more of a city or of a college or of a network. And today you are competing with global remote talents, people who are from different part of the globe. AI augmented professionals who are also spread across in different geographies, and people with fewer years but sharper skills also there. So one job post now gets hundreds of thousands of applications, and that happens within hours. So the question is no longer, am I qualified? The real question is, why should anyone remember me after going through my profile or my resume or my LinkedIn profile? So that again becomes the number three most important area of niche. Number four is careers are breaking into skills, right? So if you look at the older path was you study, you have your expertise, academic credential, you get on a job, you get promotions, and then you get stable, right? Now this is what is the older path, which is now breaking. The newer path or the newer reality is that you gain the skills and credentials, then you kind of develop tools, then you pivot, and then you repeat, right? And this is the new reality. There's a skill component which leads to proof, which leads to pivoting, and which leads to repetition. So the fastest growing careers of 2026 are not job titles; they are a skill combination, like technology plus business thinking is one of the stack, which is gaining a lot of significance. Then another stack could be data plus communication, gaining a lot of significance. Then another stack could be AI plus operations, a lot of significance. Another stack, psychology plus product, or automation plus strategy. So all these psychology plus product, AI plus operations, data plus communication, all these are important. People who when don't ask which job should I choose, they ask what a rare combination I can build so that I can be there. So this is our number four subset for attention. Number five is your identity is your resume, right? And here is the biggest truth. Um, in terms of shift and how it is happening, right? That recruiters don't just read resumes anymore; they search you, right? There's a lot of digital footprint available. Your online presence is there. You have placed your projects there. You have your writings there. You have a public thinking, which is also there very much on the web. And all these contributes and has become your real resume now, rather than just your white paper resume. So if you are invisible online and you are invisible in most of the domains of social media in terms of professional social media, then you are invisible to these opportunities. And silence is now a disadvantage, right? People who share their projects, their presentations, very recent contributions, impacts, insights, any projects on which they are building or show their thinking are getting opportunities even in a bad market. So what this means for you, right? In sum total of all four, five subsets which demands a lot of attention. What this means for you. Let me say this very clearly. This is not the end of jobs. This is the end of confusion-based careers. The people who will survive jobs 2026 are not the most experienced one. They are the most adaptable and the most clear about what they know or the kind of skills they possess, what they are learning, what they are acquiring, and where they are heading, right? What is their bigger North Star? So ask yourself today, if someone asked, why should the market need you? Could you answer in one sentence? And if not, that's not failure, that's awareness. And awareness is where real growth begins. So if this video helped you to just see things a little differently, ensure that you are liking it, ensure you are subscribing it so that you get my continuous videos and share it with someone who is confused about their career and comment on one skill you will focus on before 2026 because the future does not belong to the busiest. It belongs to the most intentional. See you in the next video.